Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. So I'm gonna start covering the two new maps that have been added in this last update. I'm gonna start with the intermediate one first, Bazaar, and then I'm gonna do the expert map, Flooded Valley. Now I'm gonna start with Half Cash first, right, on this map. And now, just by playing it, I could find that this map is quite tricky. And it's a lot harder than what it looks like, despite the fact that it's classified as intermediate. It's pretty tricky. Once again, it reminds me of Infernal because it has like one path in the top, one path in the bottom, completely separated from one another. But now, if in Infernal the difficulty was the fact that there isn't a lot of room to place towers like close to the path, in this map the hard thing, the difficulty, is line of sight. There are a lot of obstacles that are gonna block your towers, and so there are no real good spots for towers with limited range. And now for that reason, like, I tried different combos, strategies, different heroes, and I always died before round 40 when I tried it without monkey knowledge. So the gameplay that I'm gonna show you right now is gonna be done with monkey knowledge. I'm pretty sure in the future the gameplay is going to be optimized, and so some players will be able to beat Half Cash without monkey knowledge, but personally I wasn't able to, so I'm going to just use it. And yeah, this way it's going to be a lot easier. As hero, I'm going to go with Benjamin, and yeah, let's just start here. Just by dropping a sniper, you can see why line of sight is so relevant and how much of the path you're actually blocked. Like, if you place towers right here to attack one side, you're gonna then not be able to attack the other side, and so on. So 4 of these obstacles are gonna be not removable. So this building right here, right, this one, this car, and these tents are not gonna be removable, so you can't remove them, so that line of sight is blocked forever. Instead, these trees, each one of them is going to also block your line of sight, but they can be removed. So for 500 cash, you can remove them, and you can also place some towers there. So it would be very nice if you could remove also these 4 things, but you can't. So for that reason, it's a lot harder. And now, even if you can, like, use water towers, you can see that you don't have enough range to reach the other portion. So with subs on the bottom portion, you can attack this path but not the other one, and the same goes with the top side. So it's quite difficult for subs and buccaneers to find a way to pop enough balloons early. And so yeah, that's why without monkey knowledge it's so difficult to do it. And yeah, now placing 2 monkeys. So starting with 2 monkeys here, one in the left, one in the right. Now the 3 monkey closest to the bottom, and with the head just following, as you can see, the left path. Instead, this one closest to the top, and the head once again following the right path. And both in first, and this should be more than enough. Alright, to pop everything in round 3. Then next you are gonna drop another monkey in round 4. Now it doesn't matter if you place it here or here, it's the same. In this case, I'm gonna place it closer to the left, but it's the same if you place it on the right. Now leaving this monkey in last, right? This one you're always gonna want it in strong. And now, depending on the round, when the balloons are gonna come from this right side, you're gonna have this monkey in last and this one in first, right? Instead, when you have the balloons coming from the top side, you're gonna have this monkey in last and this one in first. So you wanna always keep this one in strong, and you're gonna just change the monkeys with a better range, with a better pierce, sorry. So you can see here this very nice vertical pierce here and here, right? That's why I think changing the targeting is gonna improve it, and it's gonna make these rounds like 100% possible that with 3 monkeys you can pop everything. So there will be no balloons popped by the Rospects, and yeah, you're gonna just pop you're gonna keep the Rospects for later on. So you're gonna survive like this until round 10, right? Because in round 10 you're gonna be able to then sell the 2 monkeys, and you're gonna be able to place a heli. The gameplay that I'm gonna show you in this map is gonna be very similar to what I did in Inferno. And once again, because these maps are so similar and so alike, that I think the strategy to defeat them, it's also gonna be very similar. As of course it's gonna be slightly easier because this map is an intermediate one, so the path is a little longer, and there are better spots for your towers, but still it's quite tricky, so it's not so easy to find a way. Also because of the fact that this central portion where you can place towers, you can only place towers that are quite small. For example, boomerangs do not fit, bombs do not fit, ice towers, ice towers actually fit. Then, well, helis and aces, all those kind of towers do not fit here. Also mortars do not fit. Wizards do not fit. Druids do not fit. So super monkeys, of course, do not fit. So you can see how many towers do not fit here, and so you can't really, you're forced to place these towers like in the side, and that's when like their overall utility is not that great, because like the best spot would be like about here, so you can attack like here, you can attack here, you can cover a lot portion of the path. But if you have to force to place a tower there, then it's worse. So yeah, dropping here the heli, all right there. I'm gonna place my towers right in the bottom right side. So I'm gonna place Benjamin in the bottom right side, the sub, the mortar, and that's why I'm also placing the heli there, because that's way once I'm gonna place Benjamin, I'm gonna be giving Benjamin's level 3 to my strongest towers. So here just moving the heli back and forth between the top and the bottom side. Remember always to place the heli in an optimal position to have the best piercing available. So darts flying in a straight line, popping the balloons behind, that's the best. And now I'm simply gonna wait until I can place a Benjamin. So yeah, that's the next step in the strategy. All these rounds should be quite easy, and if anything, remember you can just move the heli around, and you can follow the balloons and pop them. Especially here, I think like in round 15 you're gonna see what I mean with this. Like for example, the pings are gonna be quite fast, and they're gonna be quite annoying. Yeah, here we go. All right, so just move the heli, keep with the best piercing, and here we go. Round 16. Okay. Yeah, I started the round a little early. I don't want to really make this gameplay too long, but you can see that it takes a little bit of time until you place the heli in the best spot, and so I have to go a little slower than the usual. Alright, these last greens. Here we go. And I think around around 20 should be able to place Benjamin. Okay, here once again some pings, so let's just be sure of popping them first, and yeah, just making them slow down. Now placing Benjamin right here, remember, so I'm gonna pop some of these black balloons. Alright, probably gonna just pop them into yeah, here we go, Benjamin. And can I pop these last blues? Yes. Okay, just the important thing is placing Benjamin before the round ends, right? That's the most important thing. So you're gonna get the cash, you're gonna get some experience, and yeah, just the best. So just pop the black balloons and then pop the yellow balloons, because they're gonna be quite fast, but then after that you are pretty good. And even if like some balloons may be able to get past, you always have Rospecs, so you can pop them with the Rospecs. Heli now 0-1-0, very important. By moving the heli faster, you can definitely be always in front of the balloons, and you can keep on having good piercing. For example, here I'm gonna use Benjamin's level 3 for this last white balloons, right, to make sure to pop them all. And right here, round 23 should be a little easier than round 22 because there is some space between the two rushes, but actually, yeah, I ended up messing it up, I think. So yeah, I didn't pop as many balloons as I thought I would pop. Camo balloon, just let it go past. You're gonna pop it with the rust breaks. And then here, round 25, placing the sniper. Now the sniper position is very important. Just take a look at the top right side, alright, and look at the line of sight. If you place the sniper right here, you can see that there is no line of sight available. The closer you move it to the bottom, you can see now there is a little bit line of sight. There is more. Then at a certain point, the line of sight will not change anymore, right? So it will not get any bigger. Once you can reach that point, alright, try to place the sniper closer to that monkey, and then that means that you have reached the optimal position, right? So just look here, as I said before, at this top right side, line of sight, and this was the best spot I was able to find because you're gonna be able to attack the balloons here in this top side, alright? But then you can see the line of sight here in the bottom, so you can see this quite large. So you can attack the balloons coming from this bottom side right there at the beginning. You can attack them here in the turn, and that's going to be very important because it's going to allow you to pop lab balloons in round 28 as they come out. So you're not going to have to wait until they turn and they are completely out in the line of sight of the sniper. So here, getting the sniper 1-0-0. All right, being careful here with these purples. And yeah, just keeping the hell in front, remember, and boom, that's it. Oops, yeah, that was not very clever. Okay, yeah, I was able to pop everything here, just letting the sniper pop first the zebras, right? So you have only more red green balloons to pop. Then round 28 should be quite easy. I'm gonna use Benjamin's level 3 for the last yellows. That's why you don't need to use it in round 26. Actually, do I need it? Yeah, why not? Let's just use it just to clean up faster. The sniper here has the line of sight, as I said, right down here, so it's gonna be able to pop lab balloons as they come out. So yeah, that's the very nice thing. So you can pop some of those lab balloons, and then you can pop the last ones here as they turn out, and boom. So 1-1-0 heli. Now having more darts, more damage, and round 30 as well is easier because it's more lab balloons, but there is more space between them, so you can see that the sniper can pop almost all of them before they turn out. And now here, heli 1-0, preparing against round 33 against camo balloons, right? Very important. Now here, I think I'm gonna be fine. Just need to place the heli in front, and that's enough with the sniper. Round 32 as well should be easy. And yeah, now heli should take care of round 33. And I'm gonna start placing here a Buccaneer. Try to place this Buccaneer closest to the bottom and to the left. Now it seems like you can place it right there, but you can't, so you need to actually place it a little bit further away. I don't really know why there is this weird interaction between like the bridge and the Buccaneer, but it seems like you need to place it so much further back. But this is the closest one, so I'm gonna place it right there, right in strong 0-1-0. And the Buccaneer, I think it's just better than subs, at least in this stage, because they have already a larger range, so they can attack the opposite path. So I place it in the top path, but you can see that I can attack this bottom one. Okay, the heli heli was just doing weird things. And yeah, so the Buccaneer here reaching the other path means doing already more damage without even the increased range upgrade. So you can just get the Buccaneer 0 to 0 first. There is also a little bit of line of sight right there, so you can actually attack the Bloons as they turn in this top left side, so that's perfect. And then using here, yeah, I think you don't even need to use Benjamin Serval 3. Yeah, because otherwise you're gonna be in trouble for this last. Actually, I'm gonna use it right now for this last Black Bloons. Camo detention. Here we go. 0 to 2 Buccaneer, and these pinks. Oops, the not attacking portion for Benjamin Serval 3 was actually quite bad, but I think I'm good here because I just need to follow these Bloons with the heli, and actually, yeah, just following the pinks, the Buccaneer can take care of the other ones. And here we go. It's always a little bit close, but I still have some raw specs, so it's not too terrible. And then preparing for round 40, well, not just round 40, the next rounds, especially round 39. I'm gonna place here a sub closest to the top, to the right. Alright, and it's gonna be a 2-0-0 sub first, then 2-0-1, and then 2-0-2. So the Buccaneer should be able to attack at least once right there, and so you can see the grapes flying out, the burning, and so that means that when the lab Bloons are gonna come out in round 37, you should be able to pop most of those lab Bloons with the Buccaneer already, so you don't need to use Benjamin Serval 3. So let's get here the sub 2-0-0. Alright, and it's just better because in this way you can hold on to Benjamin Serval 3 for round 38, and I think it's just better. So yeah, this way you can then use Benjamin Serval 3 for these other lads and zebras in round 38. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot better. So just wait for the first lab Bloon to be in range of the Buccaneer, and boom, now using ability. Alright, destroy the zebras, please. Oh, yeah, it wasn't the best, but at least it worked, so I'll take it. Yeah, I should have used maybe the ability a little later on to be sure to pop like most of the zebras and the pinks. But yeah, at the end of the day, it still worked. Now here, most important thing is getting the sub here 2-0-2, right? Whenever you get enough cash. And that should be, actually I'm going to use Benjamin Serval 3 once again, just to clean up here. And here we go. Round 40, it's super easy, because you just need to apply the virus to the mob, as you can see. So you're gonna need to pop the mob layer, and boom, that's it. So right now I'm gonna just wait to get the sub 203, so boosting the attack speed, and then I'm gonna start removing some obstacles. So here we go. I'm gonna first remove the obstacle in the top left side, right, for the Buccaneer right here. Actually, I think before removing these obstacles, I need to get the heli 130. So I want to have the blowback effect of the heli, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think it's just slightly better. When the first Ramic here is in range of the Buccaneer, use Benjamin Serval 3, and that should be it. Alright, I should be able to get the heli 130 for round 46, if I remember correctly. Round 45 should be easy. Right, because this is just purples, yeah. So that's the heli 120. Okay, 130. And I'm gonna now start removing these obstacles, as I said before, freeing the line of sight, especially the Buccaneer right here. Then I'm gonna do the same for these bottom trees. Now, not just because of the line of sight, because you can see that the line of sight is actually quite nice, but it's because I'm gonna be placing some towers there, so that's why I'm removing these trees. So here we go. And yeah, here around 47, just blowing the ceramics backwards, and then when they reach the Buccaneer, once again using Benjamin 03, so right now, and that should be it. Right, very nice. Yeah, at this stage I think the last thing I'm gonna do is get this Buccaneer 032, right? So doing some more damage to grab balloons and preparing against around 59. Camolets are gonna come from the top left side, so you're gonna be able to pop those with the Buccaneer. And then yeah, I can start building the mortar. And from now on, you're gonna place the mortar, and then you're gonna upgrade the mortar. So you're not gonna really spend any more cash in getting anything else other than the mortar. Alright, easy. Mortar, I'm gonna show you in a minute how to place it. So closest to the left, and then right here. Now you can see that there are these 4 green things, alright, inside the tent. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna place the mortar closest to the left, and then with the range touching this first green thing. You can see it, because that is gonna allow you to then place an alchemist right there. That's gonna prioritize the mortar and then the subs that I'm gonna place later on. So around 49, here actually getting the mortar upgraded. 1, 2, 1, 0. If I remember correctly, should be able to do it before the ceramics come out. So here they are, 2, 1, 0, and then using Benjamin 03 right now, right? Once again with the ceramics entering range of the Buccaneer here in the bottom side. And yeah, here we go. So that should be the mortar 3 to 0. Now stunning the balloons, and now you're gonna keep on changing the targeting of the mortar depending on the round, of course. And just leaving it there normally fixed is it's already good enough, because the heli is gonna blow back the balloons, and it's gonna push them back again in range of the mortar. Here, yeah, I don't know why some balloons were able to get past, but anyway, yeah. So you wanna keep on doing this until you can actually afford the mortar 4 to 0. Then afterwards I'm gonna just get the heli in pursuit, and I'm gonna just leave the computer to control the heli, because I think in that way the computer is gonna just have the heli always closer on top of the balloons, and that's gonna proc the blowback effect much more times and much more efficiently. So yeah, just here saving as much cash as possible to get the mortar 4 to 0, but definitely here the computer, I think, manages to use the mortar much better. Sorry, the heli, moving it much better, blowing backwards as many balloons as possible, and yeah. Now the mortar cannot hit camo balloons, of course, so you only have Buccaneer, sub, and the heli to do that. But you can see many mobs are going to have the virus, so they're going to spawn no ceramics, so it's easier. But it depends on RNG. So many times Benjamin is not gonna place the virus on those mobs, and many times it will not place the virus, so it depends. Alright, so here do I need to change maybe the mortar? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna just restart this round. I think I need to use Benjamin's level 3 here. Benjamin's level 3, and also I need to move the mortar, so let's just play it a little better. Yeah, round 54 is the critical round, because yeah, need to change the mortar, and so using Benjamin's level 3 right now. Right. Stunning. Going backwards. Going backwards. I don't have the virus on that mob, but should have the blowback. Yeah. And that should be it. Yeah, round 54 is always a little bit problematic. Yeah, maybe getting the Heli in Pursuit mode definitely helps if you get it for round 54. But it's the only round, because then round 55 once again is quite easy. And then for round 59 you should be able to afford the mortar 4-0. So it's only around 54. Those ceramics mixed with the Moabs. And sometimes Benjamin, as you could see before, Benjamin didn't use the virus on top of the Moab. So many Moabs spawned the ceramics, and yeah, that caused the round to be a lot harder. But yeah, Benjamin is gonna anyway fill the lives back again, so there is no trouble for that. Wait here the rainbows to be a little closer to the end, and then just use Benjamin's Servo 3. Right, remember you only have camo detection with Sub, Heli, and the Buccaneer, so you can't stand those camo blows. That's why you need always, at least in like round 56, you need to use Benjamin's Servo 3. Alright, just leaving the mortar there should be enough because of the blowback of the Heli. Right, back on the stun of the mortar, so should work. Alright. Nice. And that should be already almost a mortar. Purchased. Right here, and that's the mortar 4-0. Right now, much larger explosions. Those camo LEDs, as I said before, can be popped with the Buccaneer. Then I'm gonna just get the Heli here in Pursuit. Alright, so I have now the computer should manage to move the Heli much better. So I can just focus here on moving the mortar. Yeah, that should be it. I'm gonna start building here an alchemist. So once again, closest to the top, closest to the left. Should be prioritizing the mortar anyway, but then it should give it to the sub. So right here. Right. Yes. So let's move here. Round 63 is gonna be very easy. You're not gonna even need to use Benjamin's level 3 or level 10. You're gonna just need to follow the Bloons, the ceramics with the mortar. That's gonna be it. You should be able to get the Alchemist 3-0-0 for round 63. So that means more damage with the mortar because of the Alchemist buff. Just be careful here with these 45 Moabs, especially if they don't have the virus. Now pop the Moabs first, then use Benjamin's level 3, alright? So once the Moab pop, then is when you want to use Benjamin's level 3. Because you create a little bit of regrow farming right there. You could see those camo regrow Bloons. But it's very important popping first the Moab and then using Benjamin's level 3, alright? So yeah, that's pretty much it for round 62. Then Alchemist 3-0-0, and as I said, you don't need to use Benjamin's abilities in this round. You just need to follow the ceramics here with the mortar, right? Always anticipating where the ceramics are gonna be, and yeah, that's it. So here, right here, there is the blowback of the Heli. Of course, the sub and the Buccaneer are doing damage. So it's all good. No abilities needed, so you're gonna get like the maximum amount of cash from these ceramics, and yeah, it's all good. Round 64. Once again, just be careful against the last 45 Moabs. So 2 of them have already the virus, so they should spawn no children, but maybe the last one doesn't. Oh yeah, here we go, that's the virus. Wait a second. Yeah, here actually I think I need the Benjamin's level 3 because otherwise I don't do enough damage to the fortified mobs. Yeah, so that was my mistake. So let's just play it again. So once these mobs are popped, here we go right now, Benjamin's level 3. Alright, so that's 1, that's 2, and maybe that's 3 without the virus. That's actually the virus, so yeah. Yeah, I'm doing some mistakes, but you can see that just replaying the round makes it possible. It's just mistakes in like ability usage or stuff like that. So you have already all the damage that you need. And in round 65 you should have the Alchemist 400, so now giving a stronger brew to both the sub and the mortar, and that should make the gameplay a lot easier from now on. You just need to move the mortar, you know, correctly, remembering every round. And then I'm gonna just get the sub 204, Alchemist 402, and then I'm gonna build another sub, and then that's gonna be it. So from now on, I think you just need Benjamin's abilities in round probably just round 80. So yeah, that should be good. So remember, every time you use Benjamin's level 10, yes, you're gonna make that round a little easier, but you're gonna lose a lot of cash. Until Benjamin is level 20, you're actually gonna always lose some cash if you use his level 10. So if you can avoid using it, it's the best, because you're gonna get more cash. And yeah, just remember that. So it's not that anytime you can use Benjamin's level 10, because you're gonna end up being short maybe of cash, and yeah, that's not what you want. So that's the sub 204, right? Doing a lot more damage. Now preparing for round 78, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a wizard right here, as far away as I can from Benjamin, but as close as I can to the bottom, to the right side. So right here. Alright. And I'm gonna get this wizard 0 to 3. So it's gonna be wall of fire. Oops. Wall of fire wizard, and also a shimmer wizard. That is gonna be especially important for round 78, because the second ceramic rush is gonna be camo, and if you wanna avoid using Benjamin's level 10, you need to remove the camo status from most of those ceramics, and that is what the shimmer effect is gonna do. So there are some turns here around the wizard, so by proccing the shimmer effect like 2 or 3 times, you should be able to remove the camo from all those ceramics. And yeah, that way you can avoid using the Benjamin's level 10. You're gonna just need to use his level 3, and yeah, I think it's just a lot better. So 0 to 3 wizard, right? Also giving camo attention to the sub right away in this first version of the right path, so that's why I think it's better, not just for the mortar and for round 78, but also in general. And now, as I said, Alchemist 402, right? And then start building the next sub. So mortar right there. Round 75, you don't need to use any abilities. Remember, for round 76, you need to use Benjamin's level 3. Yeah, just save up his ability for that round. And yeah, let's go. There are some double stack BFBs in round 75, but you should be able, with all this damage, you should be able to pop all those ceramics, all those mobs quite easily. So yeah, don't worry about that. Right, so that's the sub, and just following here these balloons with the mortar. Alright, making sure I'm destroying everything. Second BFB. BFPs. Actually, there are two of them, one on top of each other. And yeah, just go slow, you know, remember to be precise. Now here, remember, as soon as the round starts, just use Benjamin Serval 3. So you're gonna be able to give more damage to the sub as the round starts, so you can damage those ceramics right away. Now Benjamin is level 13, so that means that his level 3 ability is much stronger. And yeah, so for round 78, that's why I said you just need to use his level 3. With Shimmer, the second ceramic rush that is camo, it's done. So yeah, you don't really need to do anything else. Round 77 as well here. A lot of these BFPs close to one another. Just remember to move the mortar, and that should be it. So it's quite simple. So 203 sub. Round 78, right there, the mortar. Just remember to use Benjamin Serval 3 when the ceramics are coming out, and in case you need, just move the mortar. And yeah, for the second ceramic rush, you're gonna see how strong Shimmer is. And then you're gonna use once again Benjamin Serval 3. So they should be coming. So Benjamin Serval 3, that's the Shimmer effect, turning all those or most of those ceramic camos into normal ceramics, and boom, that's it. So now just getting this up 204, and that's it for this gameplay. I don't need anything else for round 80. You can defeat it with these towers, like you just need to pop the Zomagat layer, then you use the Benjamin Serval 3, then you can destroy everything. But in my opinion, it's just a lot easier, considering it's the last round, so you don't need any more cash. It's a lot easier to use Benjamin Serval 10. So you're gonna start around 80, and you're gonna use Benjamin Serval 10 as fast as possible, and that is gonna turn the Zomagat into BFP, as you can see. And that's round 80. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.